2000s when they had white jerseys. That's like alternative jersey. Everybody's getting mad. Like, oh, we want to see Lakers in white. We want to see the Lakers in white. I thought it was fresh. I liked it, but whatever. They didn't want to see the Lakers in white. I haven't seen the Lakers wear white in so long, probably because of that reason. Probably because of that reason, I have not seen them wear white in so long. And then now you got the Phoenix Suns wearing blue, looking like the Vancouver Grizzlies, not the Memphis Grizzlies, the Vancouver Grizzlies. Like I keep on thinking DeAndre Ayton is having a horrible ass shooting game for the Dallas Mavericks. You know what I mean? Like the Bucks and their blue jerseys. Like, oh my god. I hope I don't see these jerseys no more, man. I hope I don't see Phoenix Suns wearing blue ever again. Come on, man. Your name's the Phoenix Suns. Wear sun colors. Don't wear blue no more. Please. Please. For the love of Charles Barkley. Burn those blue jerseys tonight. So the All-Star starters were introduced Thursday night, with LeBron James as the West team captain and Giannis Antetokounmpo and Antetokounmpo. I think I said that right. Antetokounmpo as the East captain. For the West, we got Steph Curry, we got Luka, we got Zion Williamson, and we got Nikola Jokic. That's a strong team, man. That's a strong team. That's I like that, man. And let's see what their reserves are looking like. Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, you know, let's see what their reserves looking like. But then again, they're gonna do the draft. I'll talk about my opinions about the draft later. But so far, that sounds like to me a strong team, right? Much deserved for all five of those individuals. They, they really they play really big for the for the Western Conference. What's crazy about it is LeBron James' team is 13. Steph Curry's team is 10. You know, Luka Doncic team is like what? Where are Dallas in right now? Dallas is like 8, 7. They low in the standings. They 26 wins out of 24 losses. They low in the standings. So I mean, not much love for Ja, huh? Who you taking out? Well, I guess in this case, I'm taking out Zion. Taking out Zion. Maybe Ja should have been a starter over Zion. You know what I mean? Like the only player on here that's on the top team is Jokic. The Pelicans dropped down to like fourth or fifth as I predicted. I'm not saying Zion shouldn't be there, but it's gonna be kind of weird seeing John Morant as a reserve. We're basically calling him the future of the NBA, and he can't get a starting position and also get over Zion. But I guess I don't know. Hopefully he'll make the reserves, but still well deserved by Zion Williamson. Pelicans was flirting with being number one, number two, or number three seed in the West, even though I knew it wasn't gonna last long. I knew it was gonna come back to reality sooner or later. Then the East Pool, we got Kevin Durant, 13-time All-Star. Donovan Mitchell should be New York Knicks, but whatever. Jason Tatum going for the MVP. I see. Kyrie Irving. That sounds like a strong team. And man, I really wish we start with this draft, man. I don't like the draft, man. East versus West. East versus West, man. Can we see East versus West? What's up with this draft, man? I'm looking at the West starters, I'm looking at the East starters, and I want to see that game. I want to see that game. I want to see the West starters with Luka, Steph, LeBron, Jokic, and Zion go up against KD, Kyrie, Giannis, Donovan Mitchell, and Jason Tatum. I want to see that. And I'm not going to see that. Cause then they're going to start drafting players. And I might see Kyrie with LeBron. I might see Kevin Durant with LeBron. I might see Steph with Kevin Durant. Yeah, that sounds nice if you make that happen, but it's a draft, so it's not like the NBA is saying, okay, we're gonna put this team, this player with this player because it's gonna have more ratings. No, it's up to LeBron to want to draft Steph and want to draft Durant or want to draft Kyrie. You know what I mean? I get the rule change. I get it. It would have been nice for like two years, and then you go back to East versus West. I'm ready. I never really liked the draft. The first year they did it was pretty interesting, but I'm ready. I'm ready to go back to East versus West. East versus West, and just a little just a little acknowledgement to LeBron, 19-time All Star. If he plays, if he plays, he don't get hurt. He played the most All Star games in the history of anybody in the NBA. Not only LeBron has like a 20-year career, but he's a 19-time All Star, which means he was relevant for 2 decades in the NBA. You got a lot of players, you got a lot of athletes that stay too long, longer than they should. They're like, oh, their career went on for 20 years, 22 years, but they was done after the 15 year, the 16 year. And then they just didn't want to give it up. Not LeBron, man. Still relevant, still MVP caliber, still, all star player. They played the game that long since 2003. Since the 03-04 season. To play the game that long. It's 2023. You're not retiring anytime soon. You still gonna play like another 3 years most likely, and you're a 19-time All Star, and you're a starter. This is not like when Michael Jordan got the fan vote in 2003. 2003 All Star game, he got the fan vote to get him in the game. It's not like that. You're a starter. You know what I mean? You're an MVP candidate. Not gonna get it because your team's 13 place, but not because of you. You're healthy. You're balling. You're contributing. And this is not his final year. Oh, 19 year. Now he goes out in the sunset. No, it's gonna be a 20th year. It might even be a 21st year. Freak of nature, but also the man knows how to take care of his body. He know how to work on his skills. He knows how to not just stay relevant, but stay great. So much respect for LeBron. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I'm able to say I watched this man play his whole his whole career. From the time he was drafted, I watched his first NBA game against Portland. Oh, Sacramento, not Portland. Against Sacramento. I seen his first 2 points. I remember that commercial where it looked like he was nervous, and then the game started. He was like, "No, I'm just playing." And went out there and explode. That was his first. That was his rookie year. They were trying to say, "Oh man, maybe it's too much for him. Oh, he's in front of all these people, thousands of people now. Oh, maybe the hype too much." And then he was like, "Nah, I'm just playing. Hype ain't too much." Yeah, I remember that commercial 20 years ago. Like, I'm very happy I'm able to say I watched this man play. For everybody who watched Michael Jordan's whole career, for everybody who watched Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's whole career, Magic Johnson's whole career, Kobe Bryant's whole career, which, well, I'm not gonna say I did because when he was drafted, I was still pretty young. But when LeBron was drafted, I was a teenager. I watched his whole career. My generation. That's my generation, Michael Jordan. That's my generation, Wilt Chamberlain. You know, and it's an honor to watch him play for this long. And he ain't going nowhere anytime soon. Believe that. Before I get out of here, we gotta discuss football, man, for a little bit. We gotta discuss football. NFC AFC championship game over the weekend. Well, not over the weekend. Sunday. Sunday. You know, Sunday games now. You know, Bengals and Mahomes. I mean, Bengals and Mahomes. Wow, the disrespect. Bengals and Chiefs. Niners. Niners and Eagles. You know, um, I got the Niners and I got the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That was my original that was my original picks from the very beginning. That was my original Super Bowl matchup I had from the very beginning. I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it, but I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised at all if Joe Burrow pulls this off. And not only would I not be surprised, I would be kind of happy because I'm really starting to really grow a lot of like love for Joe Burrow. I didn't love him the way everybody else loved him, not because he wasn't a good player, because there was so many other players that I want to see achieve before him. I want to see Patrick Mahomes get a second ring and establish himself as one like top five best quarterback of all time. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Troy Aikman, Dan Marino. You got and throw Patrick Mahomes in there somewhere. You probably got Dan Marino probably dropped. You probably looking at Troy Aikman probably dropped too. You probably looking at some of the other quarterbacks now. Some of the other quarterbacks. You know, I know Ben Roethlisberger. He got two Super Bowls. He dropped. That's for sure. You know what I mean? Like, I guess you could keep Troy Aikman top five. Maybe you can find some love there for Steve Young. I'm surprised it took me this long to say Joe Montana's name. So if you have Joe Montana, if you have Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, who will be fourth and fifth? Patrick Mahomes win the Super Bowl this year. Is he in that top five or he's not yet? Are we looking at Drew Brees? Are we looking at Brett Favre? Are we looking at Aaron Rodgers? You know, like that's something I think next week I'm gonna give myself this. You know what? I wasn't even thinking about doing this. This is straight up on the fly. Next week, I'm gonna come up with a top 10 best quarterback of all time list. I'm very intrigued now. I'm very intrigued to know how is that list looking like right now. And I'm gonna put it as if as present time, not if Patrick Mahomes win the championship and everything. Present time. If he beats Joe Burrow and he's in the Super Bowl, I will take that into consideration. He's in the Super Bowl. He never played in anything less than an AFC Championship game. He made the two Super Bowls. Then maybe if he wins the Super Bowl, I'll have to revise it and do the list again the week after the Super Bowl. But I'm definitely going to do a top 10 list right now because I'm very intrigued of how is that looking, and I didn't even give that a thought until now. Cause now I'm like, ooh, how did Dan Marino drop? Did Brett Favre drop? You know, where's John Elway's name in all this? Well, his numbers and his two Super Bowl rings. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna give myself a weekend to think about this, and I'm coming to y'all next week on a top 10 list. But I would not be surprised if Cincinnati win this game. That will put Joe Burrow 4-0 against I guess